guys, Gaming is Sadar here. Since you all want the part 6 to 10, then I will release it. But it's not weekly, and it's definitely not 2 weeks scheduled because of my actual conflicts with my academics. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm doing right now. But this is the final part of our this is the final chapter of our Shiloh and Bros Lore Explained Part 1. Because this is just the first part, and then the second part, which is the chapters 6 to 10, that's the other one that will be in a different video, which is the Human Chest in Real Life 2. So this one is the summary. We're gonna be watching Lethal Company again. You don't have much of a choice. Although you do have one choice. Skip if you want. I honestly don't care. Okay, so we already seen that one earlier than the Human Chest. So like, this is just quite the summary of the parts 1 to 5, which is like just a brief summary from the first chapter, which was Shiloh being the hooded figure, all the way to the fourth chapter, which was the connection. So we're just gonna summarize all of it up, and then I'm just gonna give you a I'm just gonna give you guys a reward for watching the the parts 1 to the chapters 1 to 5 our ongoing series. The chapters 6 to 10 will probably be coming in the span of next few weeks because of, like I said, my academics. And yeah, pretty much I'm gonna be like doing this Shiloh and Bros Lore Explained, and I'm just gonna keep asking you if you want to continue it until you guys want to stop the actual series. So it's time for the summary. The summary here is that if it's gonna be like I'm answering my own freaking questions. Like, I'm questioning what happens if Shiloh wasn't the hooded figure, Daniel and the game pieces weren't present, and then Elijah wasn't the commander, and there's no connection. Then I'm just thinking it's just gonna be a mystery, kind of like a mysterious lore, but it has no answers to it. It's never gonna get to the end of it. Like, you know how you have to solve pieces of a puzzle, but you can't find the other one. You cannot finish the puzzle without a missing piece, right? Well, that's kind of like the concept of a lore is. If they're missing one important puzzle piece there, or rather, an important video piece, then it's gonna be like a useless lore with no explanations at all, and it's just like a one giant mystery to the entire channel. Sometimes people are even rushing to ask me, why did Shiloh do this? Well, let's just assume that I couldn't answer your questions yet, because like, they didn't provide the actual lore videos of theirs. Like, why did it all begin, and why did it, like, Shiloh was the hooded figure and not Daniel? Why Elijah turned into the commander and not just talking to Shiloh in one of their videos, which is like a Fortnite one, if you know what I mean. So, like, the brief summary here is, if there's no connection, obviously there's no answers to this lore. And imagine if one of them is missing. Like, The game pieces aren't present, so that means Shiloh won't be able to connect anything. And besides, even if Shiloh was able to collect something, but without without Daniel helping her with this. But in my opinion, I think Daniel has a much bigger role. Although Elijah has the higher role than him because Elijah is like so close to Shiloh, so most of the time he's the one who's commanding her of the things that she should do. Like she has to collect all the pieces. She has to go through the Araxes, which I will be talking about in the next part, which is the part 2, chapter 6. It's actually in this video here, but we're just gonna watch that later. We're just gonna go through that later. And I just noticed something, but I think it's much better for me to reveal it in the second part of our word lore explanation, chapter 6 to 10. But one thing I can say for the summary here is this. If you ever lose one of the concepts, like you weren't able to figure out how Elijah, Shiloh, or Daniel even connects to each other, you can always ask me in the comments because I can answer your questions, or rather just go you with a brief summary for it just so you could be guided. And yes, I am just doing this for your entertainment, and it's just a bit long to make, although it's just pretty fun in the process by explaining things to you and how I just think in my way, because these are just theories, so I'm not sure if they are correct unless Shiloh and Bros reveal their actual lore. If you know what I mean, like if Shiloh and Bros never told us about their lore, then this would have been just a giant mystery that all of us are just trying to answer. Oh yeah, and the part 2, chapter 6 to 10, they're just gonna be covering the second part, which is this one here. But like, it's just a bit of a different explanation than this one. This is the basic one. Then the next one is a bit more of a complex one. And like, I'm just imagining things how like Elijah was like, I was thinking this before they even released the human chess video, which is this one. I was thinking that Shiloh was gonna get caught in the CCTV because it was being recorded, and I wasn't even sure if it was, but yeah, my I I answered my own question when I watched this video. Before we officially end the first part in the chapters 1 to 5, here's a thank you gift for watching the parts 1 to 5. Stay tuned!